DJ, can you give Milo the mic? There you go. Yeah, this side. Is it a boy or girl, Milo? How many dogs you got?
Is it alright if I like switch these, like move these and put these right there?
Alright, bet. It's legendary. We in the Asaalico shop right now, live with my nigga Milo. This is after hours. Shout out my dog. Literally, shout out his dog. Yeah, but we can start whenever you're ready. You good? What's finna roll another blunt, but I'm already faded, so I'm good. But yeah, we live in here, guys. Welcome back to an episode of Real Me Real Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. This is crazy. This is soon. We just did a part one, guys. So like, if you guys did not see that one, make sure you guys go tap into that. It's live. We just dropped it from today. It's literally like a week ago. I'm not too sure when you guys are gonna see this episode, but just recent. So we're gonna pop it up right now. Hey, is everything good back there? I'm starting this up.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
You guys are straight? All right. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. We just dropped that episode. Make sure you guys go tune into that. We've been on a roll. This is the first episode of season 3 of the Real Me Real Podcast. I was just having a conversation with my boy before this. This is wild. We've been said this before. You know, like I said, Milo, you know me, bro. Started in my living room last year. I was just in my living room doing that shit. You know, I just knew I knew I had a plan. I knew I had a vision, and I'm just working hard. And I knew like the podcast would come. You know, the longevity, the whole thing, and just staying consistent. Like we discussed in the first episode as well. And, you know, we'll obviously get more into that. But, yeah, this is crazy, man. But besides that, make sure you guys are subscribed. You know, we hit 1,000 subs recently. Thank you guys very much. Let's get to 2K. If you guys don't know as well, these episodes are always live on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well for those who love to listen. Of course.
It's live right now?
Yeah, this is live.
Damn. Are there people watching?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
This is like, we're filming it though. We straight. Yeah, no, we good. That's cool?
That's cool.
All right, bet. Yeah.
So you can watch it live on YouTube right now?
No, you cannot watch this live on YouTube. I film it and then we upload it.
Okay.
Like we did last time.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. I mean, I bet you could probably do that, stream it. But then like, my thing is like, how you gonna edit it while it's up? That's the thing. So I feel like I can live stream it, but it's like, so the thing is like with the podcast, we film it, but then a lot of it is edited. Like, you know what I mean? I cut it, clip it, put things up there. Like, you know, like I don't know how you're supposed to do that like live. You know what I mean? So when we talk about certain stuff, like, you know, last time, like, you know, growing up in the Bay Area and opening the first store and like Krishan Rock, stuff like that stuff pops up, but that's because it's edited and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I guess I'm not at that level. I'm pretty sure there's a way you could do it, but so far I'm kind of like a one-man show when it comes to that stuff. So I just kind of film it and then edit it, put it up later. And then you never know, like, you can't cut stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe shit gets weird. Thank God I haven't had too many of those moments or whatever. But I mean, like, yeah, you know, God forbid that happens. You know what I mean? Or shit like that. So I feel like it's a little better like that. And then you control the situation. Yeah, so sometimes I have a lot of cases, Milo, where sometimes people say, like, they say stuff and they're like, oh, don't put that in there. Like, cut that out. Like, I didn't mean to say that. Weird sometimes. So I feel like it's better like that. But yeah, besides that, guys, of course, you guys can go tune in. Spotify, our podcast, you guys can listen right now. For those who love to listen. Yeah, so then after that, we do upload it on there too as well. Without further ado, of course, Milo and Rel, we back. And of course, we in the Asaalico building. This is part 2. Milo said, let's do it again. I said, okay. He said, let's do it in the store. I said, bet. And we're here now. So we're gonna run this back. Like I said, you guys can always go tap in with the part 1. But yeah, so I mean, besides, without further ado, man, of course, appreciate you one more time for fucking with me, Milo. You're a real genuine person.
My boy. You know, we had to pull up at the Asaalico store.
Man, stop playing. Right. And it was a good day today. I mean, I feel like you had a lot of customers pulling up, and today you had some folks. Every day, it's like, I feel like that's just for the normal.
I can't believe that shit.
Yeah, bro. It's been a minute. So, I mean.
Be tripped out every time.
Literally? You take it in every time?
I don't even know. They just keep pulling up. It be hella busy over here. I don't even know why.
I mean, like, yeah, you was even doing like a little skit over there too. What was the homie's name right there?
I forget, but he's an influencer.
My boy knows. Groovy, what was his name? King Bulu.
Yeah.
Bulu? Boo?
Yeah, that's my boy. He goes hard.
Yeah, King Boo. Yeah, so I actually networked him too. I followed him on the gram, but yeah, he pulled up too as well. He said he's from up north. Too, and then there's another guy in here too. He was like all iced out, but I know he was too.
Yeah, will you walk that door?
Yeah. Of course, got the track hawk today.
Yeah, pull down the track hawk. You know.
Stop playing on the regular. Would you say like? I mean, that's kind of like a hard question, but which one do you say you whip like the most, the track or the vet? I feel like you're in that track.
The track.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with the vet. The vet's just for fun, for real. But the vet's my daily driver. I usually drive that shit. Cause it's good on gas.
Oh really?
Yeah.
With those cars, you gotta like pump up like the highest fuel, right?
Cause the track.
Yeah. That eats.
That's just like 9-10 miles to the gallon.
And gas prices are not cheap right now, you know. They're not cheap.
Yeah, so I'll go through a tank in like 2 days in the track hawk type shit.
Yeah, that's over with. And especially like, I feel like you being an entrepreneur yourself, but a businessman, you always on the move. I feel like you gotta drop stuff off, maybe check on things. I don't know, go to events, pop up, check on your people. So I feel like you need something that saves you all gas. But at the same time, that's your baby though. You know what I mean? So, and the vet, like I feel like it's only 2-seater, which is nothing wrong with that. But I feel like if you was just carrying a bunch, like I would go to the track. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But I feel like it has its pros. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you gotta switch it up. Sometimes you can't be in the truck all the time. Sometimes you gotta be in the vet. Switch it up with the top down and shit. Fuck it.
Hell yeah. Your shit convertible?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. That's hard. I'm proud of you, man. Okay. Came a long way. Cause I know I'm not gonna act like we haven't talked before. We have a whole podcast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just saying I am proud of you, bro, for real. Well, without further ado, man, I mean, like, you know, for those, you know, we always start with the intro. No, if you guys did not see part 1, but this is part 2, if you guys tapping in. We always talk about a little background, but of course, you're from Northern California, Milo. Let's talk about that. Talk about how was it for you growing up there. What was your experience like? Get into that.
Shit, where I'm from, it's just out in the sticks. There's not really shit out there.
Get into it, and exactly what we're talking about. Rosa.
Yeah, so I'm from like the Santa Rosa area, Northern California. It's just, you know, nothing really out there. It's an hour from the city, an hour from San Francisco. Just not a lot of opportunity out there. And where I grew up was the cheapest place you could live in the whole county. So it was just like a lot of drug use. Mm-hmm. And but the people I looked up to growing up were like the drug dealers and shit.
Right.
And so that's how I got into what I was doing. And, you know, besides that, though, it was cool. It was regular.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, I think I asked you this in the part 1, but, like, never really got into any sports or anything like that when you was younger?
I played basketball a little bit.
Hooped up a little bit?
Yeah.
Did you play for, like, your school, or did you?
In high school, yeah.
High school? Okay, bet. I always have to ask my guests, like, you know, before we get into of course, you know, you're an entrepreneur. We go the solid. We know you today, but we always try to, like, before we always get into that, I was trying to, like, kind of dig into, like, you know, maybe other little things along the way, because, you know, of course, last time, music as well was part of your journey. But other little things that maybe you was passionate about, like, back then before this, you know what I mean, the clothing and stuff like that in high school. So it was just basketball, the main thing. And we're going to talk about, you know.
No, I always been into clothes, though.
You hustling, too, after that.
You know, I always was putting shit on.
Yeah.
I wish I had more pictures and shit from back in high school, because I had some crazy fits back then.
Yeah,
what was rocking like
Jerbodes. What was your fits back then in high school?
Jerbodes, tall tees.
Okay.
Like Babesters and shit. We was real on that that Bay Area swag and shit.
Straight
you
up.
know,
Off
like,
the rip, you was.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
Okay, bet. So you been into fashion. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Did you have anybody? Let's see. I don't want to say inspired, but did you have some of your favorite? Maybe growing up, some fashion people growing up. That's some of your favorite.
Like my favorite brands were like Rockaware, you know, Jay-Z's brand, Sean John, P Diddy's brand. What else
Diddy.
did I fuck with? Like Echo. Like the real original streetwear brands that really started this shit off. Early 2000s and shit.
Okay, bet.
That's what I really was into. And of course all the regular shit too, Supreme and Bape and shit like that as I got older.
Okay,
But it was really like the hip hop inspired brands that I really was fucking with when I was younger. And like the hip hop t-shirts, the tall tees.
Yeah. That era, that early 2000s era.
Early 2000s.
That was a vibe.
That's where I get a lot of my inspiration from too.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah.
To this day.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, bet. Yeah, that's very important. Okay. Yeah, bet. And then bringing up music and stuff like that. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Who's some of your favorite artists growing up? You know, talking about from being out there, especially from the Bay Area. Name some of your favorite.
I mean, really, I'm just big on hip hop, so it's just all the greats, you know.
Yes, sir.
But I'm from the Bay, so I listen to all the Bay Area greats too.
Of course, legends.
You know, so it's just like really everything. I fuck with hip hop. I fuck with all the artists.
E40, Too Short.
E40, Too Short.
Of course. Mac Dre.
Messy
I'm feeling myself.
Jay Stalin.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the shit I really listen to on the regulars, like Bay Area music for the most part. But then I also like, you know, all the real big guys too, like 50 Cent, Kendrick, The Game. You know, like some of the more mainstream, like the real hip hop artists and shit.
Yeah, bet. Yeah, hell yeah. And then, you know, so high school, you know, for those who doesn't know, like, what would you overall high school experience was like out there? Or what would you describe it as going to high school out there?
High school?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm in the sticks, bro. Like, it's the country out there.
Yeah, what high school did you go to?
So my high school was small. Like, the biggest high school I went to,
yeah,
I think it was like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And
it was in Rosa, right?
That was like outside of Rosa in this town called Forestville. It's like a forest. There's nothing out there. So I went to charter school for a couple years too. And that was just fun. I would bring my bong to school every day and get high as fuck. Everyone would just have a huge smoke sesh at lunch and recess. So that's what we did at charter school.
This in high school?
Yeah. Yeah, at charter school, they wasn't even tripping. I remember one time, like, the principal her office had gotten robbed for some money. So they were like, we're going to search all the students. They was like, we know y'all got weed, but we ain't tripping. So they start searching everyone. They go in one kid's bag. Yeah. He brings out a fat jar of weed. He got a fat jar.
Hell yeah.
And the teacher's like,
I
said it was cool, but I didn't know you was going to have this much. You know, and he's like arguing with the teacher. He's like, well, you said it was going to be cool and shit.
You can't back out now.
Yeah.
Don't say one thing and then pull out another. Now that you see it, you can't back out now.
Yeah, so that school was a trip, bro.
That teacher's tripping.
Like, one kid,
was he trying to
she went in another kid's bag and she pulled out a half gallon of whiskey. And it was this nigga Tondava. I remember this nigga, and he starts grabbing it from her. She's all like, I told you weed was cool, but I didn't know y'all was gonna have this out here, you know? And she's like, I'm taking this. And he's like, nah, you said everything was straight, like, and he's wrestling her for this shit. And then he runs out the school. He like rips it out her arm and run out the school. Yeah. Bro, that school was
never went back again, or what?
No, he came back. He came back like the same day. Like, the teachers were weird over there. It was charter school, so it was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that at again?
That was in Forestville too.
The one in the
Yeah.
forest right there?
Yeah, in the
Did
forest.
you go there by choice though? Like, who sent you there? Like, did you get in trouble or something? Was it supposed to be like for the better good?
Because it was just like
Like,
chill.
supposed to be for the better good, or like
It was chill. Like
you chose to go there?
Yeah, it was chill because they would give you hella extra credits and shit. So then when I went back to regular high school senior year,
Mm-hmm.
I had like a double leave early and shit.
Oh, man.
You know,
Okay,
'cause
so this is the plan
They had
thing.
given me
Okay.
hella credits.
Oh, okay, it was one of those like not continuation school, but everything you do is for credits, right? Basically.
Type shit. Like they rack up your shit. They don't give a fuck because they're on some bunk shit.
Yeah, and they're over there doing all that other shit too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That school was crazy, bro. That shit was a trip. But
that school's still open to this day.
see, that's why my childhood was different, bro. Like way different. Like I used to hitchhike to high school every day.
Yeah, if you guys did not see the part one, we talked about that, man. My boy really from the come up, man. To this day, you know, he's whipping foreigns and got the track hawk, but we talked about this, man. My boy used to hitchhike to high school, man.
And
no
most
bullshit.
people don't even know what that means for real.
Yeah, no, like let's talk about it again. We
But
can
that's
run it
where
back.
you just stick your thumb out on the
When
side of the street.
Like no cap. Like if you guys don't know what that is, you really gotta stand out there. Honestly, when he said that, my immediate thing went like my mind went to like, you know, he's probably just talking about catching a lot of rides from people or something like that. But no, bro was like, nah, man. I really would miss the bus.
So
miss the bus, and you would be out there.
I
Yeah.
had to get to school somehow.
Uh-huh.
And some days no one would pick me up. So I would just go home or whatever. It'll be like, fuck it.
Did you have some good days though? Where like you're like, all right,
Yeah,
fuck it.
sometimes there were people and they'd smoke me out and shit. Like someone cool would pull up, you know, smoke a joint with me on the way to school.
Okay, bet. Yeah, because honestly, like they got some Northern California has hospitality, for sure.
No, it's cool out there.
Definitely.
It's nice as fuck out there.
It's a vibe, back roads and stuff, for sure. Most definitely. Did you work any other jobs, bro?
Yeah, I
Growing up.
I worked a bunch of jobs.
What jobs? Any 9-to-5 jobs, anything like that?
Yeah. Busser, server, host. Drove a bus.
You drove a bus?
Yeah, I drove a bus.
Like a public bus or like a school bus?
Like a work van. It was like the transport.
Oh, like a shuttle type thing?
A shuttle type thing, yeah.
Okay, bet. Damn. Wait, which one was your first though?
My first job.
Yeah, because you said server too as well.
What was my first job? I mean, I used to mow lawns when I was like 13. That's what I started out doing.
Yeah, Ben had a hustle mentality since the youngin', for sure.
Yeah, I just used to mow lawns for people in the neighborhood and shit.
Okay. He was out there putting in that work.
Yeah, like $10 an hour.
Easy vibes. You would milk it?
Nah, I would put the work in.
Okay, bet. For sure. Yeah, that's hard. Okay, bet. And then get into this.
Or trimming weed too. That was one of my first jobs.
Okay.
Because up north, that's super popular.
That is a big thing up there, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
A lot of farms up there. Most definitely. Yeah, I worked in only thing I worked in a couple jobs. You know, I worked in schools, but you know, growing up in high school, I worked in some retail. So I worked in like some like little clothing shops. And I worked in like JCPenney's a little bit. The only thing was JCPenney's was like, I mean, the only thing about retail, like I mean, the big retail spots is like, if they're not like a busy store, you're mostly just standing around like and folding. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. So I'd rather be like probably like in the cashier. I worked at Home Depot too as well.
Bro.
Worked at Home Depot for a little bit. I was a cashier there.
Yeah, those jobs are the worst.
Yeah, no. It was like,
I worked at one of them jobs too.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever been a cashier though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like the only thing I liked about being a cashier is like I was constantly scanning shit. It was a lot annoying, like eat. Like it was pretty repetitive, but it did kind of make time go by fast as opposed to standing around like one of the aisles, just folding some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
How long did those jobs last? Mine were like, they only last like 2 months. Like sometimes it'll just be seasonal and then I would quit or like just
a lot of seasonal shit.
That was mostly mine.
No one would really give me jobs. It was hard for me to find jobs. Mostly seasonal. I quit. Did like serving jobs. I would always quit after like 6-9 months or some shit like that. But it was always hard for me to find jobs, especially up north, because they don't fuck with you. Like you got to be white to get a job at like a nice restaurant or anywhere nice. Like they're not hiring you. If you look like me, they're not hiring you. So
Yeah, it's a lot of good people. It's a lot of white people.
yeah.
For sure. You know, like I said last time, you know, I got some fans.
Or they'll just make you a busser and you'll never be a server and shit.
Put you in the back or something like that,
Yeah,
huh?
they'll put you in the back.
Give you some shit you ain't want to do.
They used to do that to me all the time. I'd be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Ain't fucking with it. Ain't fucking with that. But I mean, yeah, back then that's.
So you just
how
gotta
it
go
was.
where you appreciate it, though.
Mhm.
That's when I moved out to LA, though.
Yeah, let's
I
fast
got a
forward, like-
job at a nice ass spot.
Mhm.
As soon as I moved out here, they were like, "Yeah, we fuck with you. Like, come work here."
Oh,
Like,
man, you want a job? Come on.
yeah, they was fucking with
The
me
weight
right
of
off the
energy.
bat, and I would have never had that opportunity up north. So
And then talking about, you know, we'll talk about you moving to LA. I feel like we talked a good amount about, you know, being up north and stuff like that. Beautiful place, like I said last time. You know, I got some fam up there. I did some of my growing up there, a lot of the rivers, you know, canoeing, my fam, my cousins out there. For sure. So, love Northern California, most definitely. So, shout out them. And we'll kind of revisit that later. But, you know, okay, fast forward, you moved down to LA. How old were you, brother?
when I moved down to LA,
Yes, sir.
I was 25.
And what made you say, like, man, like, it's time to go? Like, this is it. I got to go right now. Do you remember? Like that? That's like, all right, bro, like, I got to go.
It was like, wait, just hot for me and shit. My boy had gotten raided.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one of my close friends at the time, and I was just like kind of spooked out. Had to lay low for a while, and then it just like it was time for me to get out of there and try something new. And I knew LA was gonna have more opportunities for me.
Most definitely.
Also, I wanted to start my brand, the Thuggies, the first underwear with a pocket for holding
Of course,
drugs.
we gonna move into the clothing right now. But I was gonna tell you, I was gonna tell you should bring some thuggies out.
I got them right here.
What it?
Yeah, I got them.
You think someone can bring some?
Hey,
for me?
Cam, will you grab those Thuggies from the case?
Of course, guys, we're gonna pull this up. Make sure you guys go get yourself some thuggies. They can get that right now, of course, right?
Yeah.
You guys get that inside the store and online.
ShopThuggies.com.
Online and in the store. Stop playing. Of course, I
Yeah,
got
man,
that
go
solid
get
drip
your
on right
Thuggies,
now.
not your Huggies.
Man, stop playing. Right there. How many does it come with, bro? Can I see this?
Yeah.
How many does it come with? I gotta fuck
Comes
with
in
this.
a 3-pack.
And they got the first underwear to have the stash spot. Of course, talk about it, Milo.
So
You know,
this is my
coming up
first.
from hustling.
This
Well,
is
how
my
about that?
first
The
brand,
idea.
Yeah. So
Yeah. This is hard.
you know, just growing up hustling, we always stashed drugs in our underwear.
Of course.
So I always wanted to create a brand around that and market around that. So that's why we dropped with the Thuggies. That was my first brand. So when I came out here to LA, I figured out how to make the Thuggies, how to make the sample, how to make the packaging and everything.
Mm-hmm. Was this the first original idea you have with the brand right there, the koala, right there? Was that the first design?
And so
that you went with?
koalas are marsupials. You know what a marsupial is?
Educate me, enlighten me. For those who don't know, I know what it is. But for those who don't,
You do?
yeah, I do know what it is. But you know, we got people that are watching that don't know, so you got to tell them.
So a
So you just tell
marsupial
them what it
is
Yeah.
it's an animal that raises its babies in a pouch in its stomach,
Yep.
like a kangaroo.
Right.
So koalas are actually marsupials too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the pocket on the underwear.
Okay.
So the pocket on the
Just
koala.
the pocket with
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where the mascot comes from.
Just
And
like that.
So once I figured out how to make the underwear, that's when I figured out I could figure it out. I could make anything. I was like, fuck it, let me make some fly shit. And I started coming up with some designs. At the time, I had a lot of dope money piling up. Like I said, I was selling dope at the time. And I had to invest in something. So, I'm working on the underwear brand, but it's slow. We're working on production.
Yeah.
We're working on the packaging and just getting everything right.
Right.
It's slow. So I'm like, fuck it, let me invest in some other shit. Came up with some jackets. They didn't go too well. I didn't like the way they came out, so I ended up donating them all to the homeless people downtown. And
Noble act.
Blueface had worn the jacket, but I didn't really like how it came out, so I just wasn't satisfied with the product. I didn't want to release it. So I moved on to the next design. I was like, fuck it, that shit flopped. Let me try some other shit. That's when I dropped the sweatsuit.
And that's what the
As soon as I dropped the sweatsuit, I could tell it was something different because I posted a picture of me wearing the sample, and it did numbers. Like, no one even knew who I was back then. And, like, I had no followers on Instagram or nothing. I would get, like, 100 likes on my shit. And I dropped a picture of me wearing the sweatsuit, and it did, like, 1,000 likes.
Whoa.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this shit, like, niggas fuck with this one. You know?
For sure.
And I was like,
for sure.
I was like, all right. So
that 1,000 is crazy.
I was like, I was like, all right, got something right here. And I ran it.
Just start. Yeah, that was just the beginning.
I ran the production, and I did a little pop-up at my house.
And at this time, how was the thuggies going?
Thuggies was going slow. Like, it was just sitting.
It wasn't kicking
it was just sitting there.
Really?
And it was the same thing. Like, you run into a lot of hiccups because I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew how to sell
you're
dope.
figuring everything out. Like, I want you to learn new things.
All I knew was how to sell dope, bro. I didn't know nothing about clothes. I didn't go to school or
Real
nothing.
pusher, man.
So I was just trying to work on it as I went. And the underwear that never came out right. I'm still working on the underwear to this day, trying to make it right.
Still trying to critique it.
You know, we getting closer and closer, but it's still not perfect. But when we first started out, the underwear did not come out good at all.
What were like some things that were like going in the way?
The material, the packaging, the fit. It was just a bunch of things that I wasn't prepared for. And you're going to come across that with anything you do in life. You know there's going to be a bunch of hiccups, but you just got to keep working through it, you know?
Yes, sir.
You just roll with the punches because I didn't give up on that shit. I would just use it as marketing or whatever and just give it all out or like do something with it.
Okay.
And so that's what kind of really started it off. I went and did the pop-up at my house with the sweatsuits, and they was all selling. And I was like, that was the first time I ever really made some money off selling some shit besides dope. So I was like, damn, you can make money off other shit? Like, you can make money off clothes and shit? Like,
just like that, yeah. I
gotta be selling clothes. This shit's...
And like I said in the first one, thank God you made that transition, bro. Because look what it fucking led to. And, of course, we're going to talk about the new store that's going to pop up. We almost did it in that store. It's never too late. We can still always do another one or whatever. We'll run the next one when it opens up.
Yeah,
fuck it. We can just run it back. But, yeah, man, I'm glad you definitely made that transition, bro. But, yeah, go back to it. So you had that pop-up, brother. And, you know, we talked about this in the first one, like, my boy Milo right here, he's always been like, you know, not only an entrepreneur, but he's always been a network. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things, when we did kind of skip over it, you know, we did, you know, the music thing too as well. Now you was doing that for a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, the music shit.
Yeah, because that was before this, right? Of course, before the
Yeah, I always been fucking around with music a little bit here and there. You know, it's more of a hobby to me.
Yeah. But the point I was just trying to make is like, he's always had that like network thing. So when you're doing different things, it's like those things help when you're moving on to like, you know, when you start wanting to doing thuggies and then you want to move on to doing the sweatsuits and stuff like that. Like those transitions, like, yeah, for sure. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. Okay, so that pop-up went well. And then the Blueface thing. So like, how, you know, talking about that, how did you even meet Blueface? Like, how did he even get it? Was that the first thing you gave it to him?
That was through his stylist at the time. Shout out to my boy L.
Yeah.
You know, I just met him just out networking, partying in Hollywood and shit. And I
think the tacos are here. Damn, bro. She good guard dog. Yeah. Oh, you're good though, bro. I did not expect that from your dog. I ain't gonna care. That dog does not fuck around.
He ain't playing.
I didn't even. Obviously, I'm doing the interview right now, but I didn't. Did you guys hear someone pulling up to the door? Yeah, look, the dog did though.
No, the dog quick on it.
Yeah, no, your dog quick on that. Shout out your. What's your dog's name again?
He don't play no games. Noodle.
Noodle, don't fuck around. P.O.P. Noodle, hold it down. Yes, sir. Lock in. Yeah, man. Okay, Blueface, man. Like, so how did you met a stylist? Or you was cool with?
Yeah, so I had known his stylist. Shout out to my boy L.
Yeah.
Locked me in with Blueface. He was fucking with the brand since the beginning.
Man, you know, hey, Milo. You know Wes? Wes? On that bad Wes? On that bad Wes? The producer? You know him? That's my boy, but you know Run That Back West, you know that? I don't know. He's R3 Chillin' and producer. Anyways, point is, I did do the podcast with him, and he brought his Frenchie on to the podcast, and apparently like it's a thing to like, I don't know if it's a thing or we're supposed to do that. Wes does it, but he gives his dog lean. So, point is, the dog fell asleep in its lap and started snoring. It was snoring really loud during the podcast. But we got this thing called like a noise gate, so it kind of like blocks out stuff. But if you like really like quiet, you can hear the dog snoring. So, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up for a second.
Oh, so just keep talking through it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Like, yeah,
right.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're good.
Nah, he won't trip no more.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, I was just okay. So the stylist, and then hooked it up with Blueface, and then
Yeah, man, stylists are key,
saw that
bro.
pic.
You gotta tap in with stylists if you upcoming.
Yeah, give any advice to anyone that's trying to be in this
you an
passion.
upcoming designer, bro. You gotta tap in with stylists. They're gonna be the key because an artist is gonna put on your clothes. They might wear it every day, like to the gym or everyday little things. But a stylist is really gonna put it up together for an outfit, do something special with it, take it to the next level. So you really want to work with stylists. That's a big key. I see a lot of brands just like they don't even think about that type of thing. Stylists are super crucial. You know, everyone that goes into this shit is super crucial. You know, you don't want to overlook anyone's role in this shit because everyone does their little part. Like photographers are so important too. Building these relationships with these professionals in the industry, and it's going to help you get a lot farther. You know, if you got stylists, you got photographers, you got all these people on your team, it's really going to help push your brand to the next level. Get it on people, get those photos, get whatever
make
else
those
you
relationships.
need. Yeah.
All right, open those doors, meet those people.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Your net worth is your net worth. So, man, the more people you know,
Say it all the time, man.
it's going to be better for you.
You know, like I said, I've done a lot of podcasts. This is legendary, like I said. You know, we did the one with Desto Dub. You know, we did that live in the store. And then, of course, now I'm doing this one live in the store with my boy. But the point is I'm trying to make to you guys is, you know, I'm on this mission right now. I'm doing a lot of episodes, but, you know, I talk about all the time, you know, doing all these podcasts, those relationships lead. That's how I got here. Like, I didn't just get here just magically. You know what I mean? Like, I had to do those podcasts, put in that work, do those episodes. If we can meet those people and get those episodes, and then those put you indoors and you meet other people. And then, you know what I mean? Like, of course, you know what I'm saying? So one thing always does lead to another. And I'm just saying I can relate to that on myself because I'm on this journey right now on my podcast, and I'm trying to build it. And I'm trying to be one of the, quote unquote, one of the biggest out here. And, you know, I give the same advice to anybody, bro. You can really apply this to music, to any really thing, any lane you're in. And most definitely. So I just wanted to comment on that as well. For sure. Those relationships build that. You don't want to count anybody out. You never know, because everyone, I always like to say, everyone has their own audience as well. So you never know. Doing this one thing with that one person, those people see that person, those people see that, and then one thing leads to another.
Nah,
well.
for sure. That's why I always tell people trying to start a brand and shit, like, make it something special that's going to really impress everyone that you did something, and, like, everyone's going to fuck with it. Your friends, your family, and that's just going to be the start of it, you know? Once you get all them on board, then you got their whole network. You just branch out from there. Yes,
sir. So then how fast was it, like, after Blueface, like, what other things, like, what other celebrities started wearing it? And a lot of people
I started off slow. I I started off real slow, but
Mhm.
a few of the first people was, of course, Blueface was the first, then Krishan, and then Coi Leray. Um, and that helped me kind of get like established where people were like,
How did
okay.
Coi Leray come about? Like, did she see the one Krishan had it on?
That was through a stylist too. That was before she had blown up, 2020.
Lock in with these stylists, you know
That
what
was
I mean?
before she had like her hit song and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like right after she dropped that song with Gunna. That's my favorite song by her. But
Slide?
yeah,
Shit smooth.
yeah, that's my favorite song by her. But then afterwards, she started doing like all that viral TikTok shit. And I had given her the sweatsuit shortly before then, so it was cool to just have that few people in it. Kind of gave me a little bit more momentum moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Then I had like a little bit more in with other artists too, because other artists would be like, damn, Koi Warrior shit. And I'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, oh, I definitely got to have some of this shit.
Hell yeah.
You know?
That's really how it works, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Especially at that time, and this is all around like what, COVID? COVID times?
Yeah, COVID, like 2020.
Okay. COVID times, yeah, because she definitely had that hit song. I don't know, like it was like a party song. And then of course she did that one with Gunna. I don't know.
I think it was called No More Parties. Or
yeah, No More Parties like that. Yeah, No More. But it was a TikTok song,
and
right?
then she got Dirk on the remix too.
Yeah, yeah. So she was definitely blowing up. A lot of these faces that Blueface too as well. I mean, Blueface been around. Like, bro, it's crazy because I saw Blueface in like what 2018. Like, so in high school, I used to throw a lot of parties, and a lot of my friends and my peers, they were moving up. They were doing events. You know what I mean? So they were a lot of these LA artists that came through here at the time. Including Blueface. They were booking to come perform at the parties. You know what I mean? So I remember seeing Blueface. He just blew up. It was crazy. Like before the whole like Tatiana thing barely would came out. It was like bro, it was just like on SoundCloud, bro. Like I have a video, like literally, maybe I could pull it up, and everyone's kind of like recording, but it wasn't like now, like that fool's like international, not international now, but he's huge now. You know what I mean?
He the biggest, man.
Yeah, he's like definitely one of the biggest, bro. Like, it's crazy.
He the biggest in LA. He the biggest, bro. Like what other artist is as mainstream? Like has reached that level? Like so many multi-platinum plaques and shit. Like no one from LA, like actually from LA, has reached Blueface's level. I don't think as a rapper.
He's down there.
Can you think of anyone like besides like Snoop Dogg and shit?
You mean like the OGs and stuff?
I mean the OGs of course and Kendrick.
Yeah.
But like, I guess you could say Roddy, but that's about it. When it comes down to plaques, Blueface is the biggest.
His plaques do go like platinum, huh?
Yeah. Anything he touches is gold.
He does go viral though. Yeah, like give that man his credit for sure.
Yeah, Blueface.
He does go viral.
Man. Free Blueface, free my nigga.
For sure.
He'll be home soon though.
Most definitely. Yeah, shout out Blueface for sure. I gotta get him on the podcast when he's out. We'll have to lock that in, Blueface. Most definitely. Yeah, everything he does touches viral. And then he got remixes too, right? And then he got the song with like DDG. What the fuck with DDG?
He hop on niggas remixes and then they go platinum too. So that's what he like to do, help people out.
He
and
did
shit.
that, and then he did.
Like
he did like
it's
the
funny too because DDG did that song, and he had like 3 other remixes before Blueface.
Yeah.
He did a remix with YG too. It did nothing.
Of course.
Then he did the remix with Blueface. Look at that song now, viral, bro. That shit went platinum, bro.
It's just because the shit he be saying
niggas
is
like
funny
to
as hell.
discredit my nigga Blueface, but that nigga really is the GOAT with this shit.
You fuck with him hard.
Yeah.
It's a good relationship with you and Blueface.
Yeah, that's my boy, bro. He was at my birthday last year.
Man.
Yeah, that's my nigga, bro. Free my nigga Blueface.
Free my nigga Blueface, man. Free you, Doug. For sure. Okay, so I don't think I had to ask you this in the first part, but like Asaali, like the name exactly. I don't think we ever really got to even like break that down, bro. Like, is that the first name that came about, and how did that name even come about to you?
That's just some designer shit for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Asaali is just some designer shit.
It's a great name, by the way.
You know, like Gucci, Louis, Versace.
Yeah. Okay.
Asaali.
Wow. Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. Hell yeah, I feel you, my nigga. Hell yeah.
Some designer shit for real, man. It's some designer streetwear. It's the new wave, man. Amiri. Shout out to Amiri. He be doing this shit too. But Asaalico jeans, man. It's the new shit. Come on.
No cap, man. Shout out to jeans, by the way, brother. That's hard. This whole thing is hard. I got this puffer on right now. I'm really rocking with it. I'm really rocking with the puffer. I'm excited. I love this puffer, by the way. Get yourself one. The zip up. I fuck with everything, brother. You're really a fashionista.
Hey, man, I'm just getting started with this shit. You know?
Yes, sir.
It take a long time with clothes. That's what people don't understand. Niggas be like, you should drop this. You should drop that. Well, every time I drop an item, it costs like $40,000 type shit. Minimum sometimes. For one item.
For one item.
Yeah, that's one item. So how am I you know? So think about what a collection costs. You might have 20, 40 items. So we talking about like $250,000, $500,000 collections. Just to drop one collection. Because I'm going to, you know, with my audience that I have right now, you know, we up to like 80,000 followers on Instagram. So say I have 1,000 customers and everyone wants a jacket. All right, so that's 1,000 jackets. I need 1,000 jackets, right? Well, to make 1,000 jackets, what if that jacket cost me $60 to make? So that's 60 times 1,000. So 60,000 for one,
just for that one
item, just so I could, you know. So it's a lot of money that goes into the production and shit. And so the clothes, and it takes a lot of time. Every time you want to produce something, it takes like 2-3 months, or longer with like developing the samples. So it's just clothes just take a long time, man. And so I got so many designs built up. Like I got thousands of designs ready to go, but it takes time with all this production and shit.
Hell yeah. I mean, talking about that, I mean, anything we could talk about, like, I mean, with this, you know, right now, I was just talking about we're like halfway through 2024, bro. Flew by really fast. We got one more half left. I've been trying to like set my goals out, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is the first episode of season 3, guys. So my plan is to get these, you know, I'm on that path right now, you know, just you being in here is just showing them like what's going on, man. Having you on my podcast, you know what I mean? So my thing is like, I want to lock in these bigger guests for the rest of this year, and I want to keep the ball rolling. So I mean, that being said, my boy Milo, we got, you know, 6 months left. You said you do got a lot of designs in the work. You know, do you got any let's say like goals or some things you want to accomplish before the year ends? Or do you plan on maybe even releasing some of those designs and stuff like that? You got a lot of collections behind the work. Like, what are some things you want to really lock in before the year ends?
So this year, you know, we got a lot of shit coming. We opening a new store on Melrose.
Yes, sir. We can talk about that too. We're gonna do another episode in there, like I said.
The new store will be up and running in July. Dropping a new collection at the same time the new store opens. This next collection is going to be completely different than anything anyone's ever seen from me. We kind of going on a whole different path with this collection.
Yes, sir.
So I'm definitely excited to see what y'all think of it. And then, you know, I got a few collabs on the way. We got, of course, my boy Blasey, Nothing Personal. And then, of course, I'm doing another collab with Desto.
Shout out, man.
Coming this winter.
Yes, sir.
And I'm dropping some more shit with Thirsty P, my boy Dead Homies LA. So, yeah, man, y'all stay tuned for that shit. A lot of shit on the way. And then, also I'm dropping a collab with my boy Young Slowby. He finna drop his last album.
Oh yeah, could we see like more Bay Area collabs this year? Or what you think?
Yeah.
Not bringing up Young Slowby.
Yeah, you know, I always fuck with my Bay Area artists.
Of course, man.
I'm definitely down to.
Are you tapped in with Young Jock?
Yeah, we got some shit planned. Me and my boy Young Jock. He's finna drop a tape. I think it's finna be at the end of this month, and we're gonna do a release party for it.
Okay, bet.
You gotta pull up.
Yeah, bet. I'm down. Milo, you know we tapped in, and you know what, man? The hospitality was great here. By the way, brother, it was great. We was smoking here. We lighted up. Boy got tacos. We smoking the ice. We literally smoked the Asaali tree, rocking the Asaali, rocking with Milo in the Asaali store.
It was gas.
It was fucking gas. But that's why, if you guys don't know, and this shout out my boy too, my boy Groovy right here. You know how I was telling you about the Loud Logs? Oh, by the way, yeah. So of course, I see you smoking right there. You know you smoking a blunt right there. I know I see you right there. You sitting down, and you got a blunt. Let's be real. You didn't think I was gonna catch you doing that? Watching my podcast Faded, huh? You didn't think I know you was doing that shit? But nah, for real. If you is smoking, of course, this video is sponsored by Loud Logs, of course, our very proud sponsor, Black Owned Leaves. We're going all the way hard with them. 2024, we got all types of. We're smoking those all year. So we got natural, peanut, natural. We got pina colada. We got. I was peach cobbler, pina colada. Clearly, I'm smoking one right now. So that just tells you how far it is. But make sure you guys go get yourself some logs, of course. Tell them Rel sent you. Get yourself a pack at loudlogs.com. We're going to pop that up. Make sure you guys follow us. Until then, we'll get back to the episode. Oh, yeah. Make sure you get yourself a pack of Loud Logs, of course, sponsored by Loud Logs.
What's better, loose leaf or Loud Logs?
Loud Logs, most definitely. Most definitely. Of course. 10 out of 10, bro. Can you actually bag me a pack? We can give them one pack right now.
I've been smoking loose leaf.
No, you got to try this. I know. No. Try this right now. In a pack. So first of all, let me tell you this. Come in a pack of 6. Got all types of flavors. You can't beat that. And they're all premium hand washed. So, you know, when you open up the pack, it's soft and nice. It's not all hard. You don't have to like wash it. All that, he doesn't have all that stuff. It's all premium hand cut. So the stem placement is great. So everyone is a perfect leaf. You can even go check that out right now if you really want to open it up. If you don't take my word for it.
So this is better than loose leaf.
Most definitely. And yeah, so shout out my boy Groovy. He's actually in the building. I've been sponsored by them for a couple months now, and that's all we've been smoking, man, for sure. And they got a lot of collabs with Wally the Sensei.
I seen the one with Wally.
Yeah.
We did a pop up right here, and he was selling them.
Oh, okay, but yeah, so you already know, brother.
Yeah.
For sure. We fuck with them, man. Loud Logs, man. We smoking those all year, and a lot of collabs on the way. New flavor dropping, right, Groove? New flavor dropping. You know what I'm saying? For sure, you guys have to be tuned into that. I'm definitely gonna pop up my ad right here for sure. Definitely gonna pop that up. But yeah, definitely. You gotta smoke those. But I think you don't even smoke leaves though. I think you smoke papers. Like you was telling me.
No, I mostly smoke papers.
Yeah,
but sometimes I'll smoke a leaf.
Okay.
If I'm feeling like it.
If you do try those, brother, give me your feedback.
I'll try it. Fuck it.
You gotta try it, man. If you're hooked.
Here, I'll have them rolling up right now. Cobain, roll this shit up.
Sound lock in. Shit, do it right now. We got a packs right now. But yeah, man, for sure. I smoke a lot too. I smoke probably like 2-3 blunts a day, depending on what's going on. Yeah. Besides that, I mean, is the monitor on, guys? They're grooved. Like, yeah, they just can't find their you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with me with podcasting, it's like.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I did things like a lot of episodes with guests, so you get better as you keep going, but it's a little different as of clothing. You know what I mean? Putting something out and investing it. I mean, it's the same thing, but just I'm using people in like real life episodes as of just certain designs. So it's like, I don't know, like my journey, like my podcast itself got better over time. Like you take me, you know, we could take an episode I did like, man, with Joshy, like at the time, you know what I mean? Like, cause I just wasn't, you know, I was new. I made myself a podcast host. You know, I'm not like on Impulsive or No Jumper and nothing like that. I'm not like you know, I'm just, you know, I started it.
Would you be on No Jumper? Like if Adam was like, hey, I need a job.
If he asked me,
or if Adam was like, hey, I want you to work for me or whatever.
DJ, what do you think I'm gonna say?
Would you have a little episode on No Jumper?
I would do an episode for sure. Like if they
every Wednesday or whatever.
Oh, nah, I wouldn't do a segment, but I would go on for a conversation because, you know, like No Jumper. Yeah, the No Jumper and shit like that. It's just like, I don't know. Personally, I used to watch it in high school. You know, especially at its peak, like, you know, especially like in 2017, Shoreline, all that shit was popping off. But to this day, it's more like a media page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you really even go on to those podcasts, they're not even really talking about shit. To be honest with you, bro, they really
me and
just
him got an interview
gospel.
planned actually.
Yeah, well, hopefully,
Yeah.
he talks about your business and you being an entrepreneur and you being one of the biggest
We
brands
doing the
and
interview.
actually some real shit.
We doing an interview with the new store as soon as they open, like the first day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. You know, I fuck with
Okay,
Adam.
bet. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope the interview's great. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, most of the episodes over there, it's just more like they're just talking about some other shit, like all this shit. So I would do it though, you know. But I'm really supporting, like, I don't know.
Your own shit.
Yeah.
You're on your own shit.
I'm on my own shit. To
I
be
feel
honest
that.
with you, bro.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Me too. I'm on my own.
Because what
shit.
is me being on no jump ain't gonna do shit for me. You feel me? So it's like I'm really just locked in on my podcast and
Probably
building.
get some porn stars on your line.
I probably couldn't get that. I ain't gonna lie. That probably will come with it though, for sure. I probably would leave there with something. I'm from around the way.
Got some.
Yeah, we rolling, right? We rolling. Camera's good, right? We rolling, right? You know, they don't know that side of me. So, yeah.
You don't got a girl?
You really asking these questions right now on the podcast. I respect you though, Milo. Nah, I'm actually single right now. I'm single. I definitely don't. Yeah.
Looking for the right one.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I'm not out here like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm going on some dates.
How many a week?
I mean, not a lot. But like, you know, like not too many, bro. But I'm like, you know what I mean? Like here and there. You know what I mean?